with them. They are already decorated in a group of only 10, 10, 5 on each side, Your Excellency. Major General George Igumba, please step forward and read the medal list.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and Ma'am Honorable Janet Museveni, Your Excellency, in the interest of time, I request that you permit me to write on the protocol that you've just gone through. At this year's celebration of the International Women's Day, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda is pleased to award medals, and to do the presentation is me, Major General George Igumba, the Master of Ceremonies for the Chancellery, as per Section 141, 1 and 2 of the National Honors and Awards Act of 2001. Now, therefore, in accordance to Section 3, Part 2 of the National Honors and Awards Act of 2001, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda has conferred medals to 32 persons at this year's International Women's Day celebrations. The medals are the 50th National Independence Medal, the Long Service Gold, 30 years plus service, Honorary Medal. The names of the 32 awardees who were duly considered and recommended by the Presidential Awards Committee, of which the Secretary, Hajat Zamina Malore, is in our midst, are categorized as follows. 50th National Independence Medal, 27 of them. The Long Service Medal, Gold, 30 years, 3. And Honorary Medal, 2. The Golden Jubilee Medal. The National Independence Medal is awarded in recognition of outstanding service and loyalty to the country from 9th October 1962 to 9th October 2012. And first on my list, Your Excellency, is none other than Miss Caroline Kego Lake. Miss Kego is a gender and social development specialist. She has worked with government, civil society, as well as government organizations. She worked on projects for reproductive health, plan for modernization of Agriculture Secretariat, where she promoted the integration of gender concerns and women's empowerment in socio-economic development. The second is none other than Ms. Vanessa Nakate, who is a Ugandan youth of 27 years of age, who is an environment and climate change activist. Through her advocacy, Vanessa has raised awareness among the youth and contributed to the dialogue on the finding solutions to mitigate the effects of climate change in Uganda. She was recognized and invited to participate in the international events, which among others included the United Nations Youth Climate Conference in 2018, the World Economic Forum in Davos, calling on companies, banks, and governments to immediately stop subsidizing fossil fuel, the Desmond Tutu International Peace Lecture, urging world leaders to wake up and recognize climate change as a crisis tying it to poverty, hunger, disease, conflict, and violence against women and girls. The third is Miss Grace Nachivala. Miss Grace Nachivala is an architect by profession and innovation fellow at Makerere University School of Public Health under the Resilient Africa Network, with a passion for infection prevention and control in both community and occupational health settings. She is the lead innovator of the epitents, which are produced and marketed under the Epitent Company Limited. The epitents are being used for the COVID-19 pandemic and other emergencies. She is also the founder and chief executive officer of PedoTap, a retrofitable, affordable, hands-free, food-operated water dispensing system. The third, Your Excellency, is Miss Florence Bonabana. Miss Bonabana is a lawyer and a professional media practitioner. She worked with Uganda Broadcasting Corporation for many years, where she championed awareness and sensitization of the public on gender equality and women's empowerment through various radio and TV programs promoting recognition of the women in the media. The fifth, Your Excellency, is Miss Nora Njuba Bwaya. Nora Njuba Bwaya became the first woman to be elected as Guild President of Makerere University way back in 1987. She completed a Bachelor of Commerce degree from Makerere University, Associate of the Australian Insurance Institute, Certified Professional Coach of the International Coach Academy, Australia, and has just completed a doctorate in executive coaching, Middlesex University, United Kingdom. She contributed to the promotion of women in leadership, mentorship, and motivational speaking to promote women in management and encourage them to take up opportunities in leadership positions. The sixth is Professor Francis A. Miro. May his soul rest in peace. Late Professor Francis A. Miro was born on 2nd of August 1939. He was a graduate from Bombay University in India way back in 1963, postgraduate in obstetrics and gynecology and reproductive medicine at Queen's University, Belfast, United Kingdom. He did his doctorate at Makerere University, where he went on to work for 39 years before retiring to concentrate on HIV vaccine and prevention research, first with the Uganda Case Western Reserve University Research Collaboration, and then Makerere University, John Hopkins University. The seventh on the list, Your Excellency, is none other than Miss Mary Musoke. She's a table tennis player who represented Uganda in the Barcelona Olympic Games, Atlanta Olympic Games, and Sydney Olympic Games. She won 3 bronze medals in All Africa Games and All Africa Senior Table Tennis Championships in 1998, 1999, and 2004, and won gold in the East and Central Africa Table Tennis Championship. The next is Miss Elizabeth Musoke Nora. Miss Musoke is a retired civil servant who served for over 30 years as a gender social development worker. During her career in the public service, she held several positions, first as an administrator and later under the Ministry of Gender as a senior Women in Development Officer. She later worked as a gender specialist at regional levels in Zambia, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, the Gambia, and Kenya. Her contribution to gender included a gender assessment study for the development program in 1996. The ninth is Dr. Ruth Senyonyi. Your Excellency Dr. Ruth Senyonyi is a professional in the area of human resource management at the Bank of Uganda and a counselor since 2007. She also serves as a member of the Mothers Union in the Anglican Church. In these roles, she has supported families, including women, with psychosocial counseling, training, and mentorship to be able to cope with the challenges of work and family life. Where one would give up, she brought hope in counseling situations. And the 10th in this category is none other than Miss Joan Nalubega. Joan Nalubega is a young innovator who has developed a mosquito repellent organic soap in 2018. The soap, which is used in the prevention of malaria, is produced from lemongrass, a local plant grown in Uganda. Ms. Nalubega was nominated for an international competition. After attending a social entrepreneurship training, Joan was inspired to create a venture that would tackle the disease that she had constantly battled with in her younger years. Joan's company, Union Organics, aims at combating malaria by producing anti-malaria products such as long-lasting mosquito repellent soap for children and families. Protocol. Protocol, please proceed. Your Excellency, next on the list is Miss Beatrice Jalangati, who was born way back in 1972. Miss Jalangati is a statistician and economist. She devoted her life advocating against female genital mutilation from Kapchorwa. She has also contributed to the establishment of the girls' model schools in Pokot and Sabine regions. She currently serves as the Director General of Registration, Evaluation, Authorization, and Restriction of Chemicals. Next is Miss Margaret Ntaka Limaze, a gender and women's rights expert who has worked in research, training, and programming to address violence against women and children in Uganda. Next is Professor Henry Cassos. Professor Henry Cassos trained in medicine at Besançon University, France, completing with an MD in 1972. Shortly afterwards, he started training Ugandan radiologists at Mulago and introduced mammography and ultrasound imaging in 1988. Next is Mr. Yoas Makaru Ramango, who was born in 1930. May his soul rest in peace. He served in the capacity of the district chairman for more than 15 years. He initiated many developmental projects in the district, among which is the construction of the famous Bushenyi District Administration Block, which started in 1994 and completed in 2001. Next is Kazibwe Prose Rebecca, who was born on 24th November 1975 in Kisirira Village, Nabitambala Village, Busede, Jinja District. She's a resident, she got the Uganda Best Farmers Award 2020 special category and a certificate from Jinja District Local Government as an appreciation for promoting good farming practices. Next is Sister Mary Gabriela Rutwarma. She was born on 21st July 1943. She started working as an enrolled nurse in 1962 and later trained as a midwife and was promoted to senior nursing officer. Next is Kateshumbwa Eunice. Kateshumbwa Eunice holds a PhD in sports and gender, Master of Science in Sports Science, in Physical Education, Bachelor of Education in Physical Education and Administration, Diploma in Education for Physical Education and Mathematics. She's working as a lecturer and research supervisor for both graduates and undergraduate students at Chambogo University. Next is Oidu Anne Christine. She was born on 27th July 1963 in Tororo. She has a bachelor's degree in prosthetics and orthotics and a certificate in rehabilitation, a member of the Uganda Girl Guides Association, and a patrol leader. She is now a national trainer, member of the Educational Committee, and member of Training Committee. Next is Miss Penina Namasa, may her soul rest in peace, who was born way back in 1958 in Mbale District. She lived with a disability and made a tremendous contribution to the disability movement in Uganda. She served as a leader on the district council as a councillor. Next is Hajat Farida Chibowa, who was born on 11th November 1979 in Bugerere, Kayunga District. She is a businesswoman, commercial farmer, and woman leader, serving as chairperson of the National Women's Council. She established the Farida Chibowa Foundation in Kayunga District in 2019, which is a scholarship scheme for vulnerable female and male children, youth who have dropped out of school, and single mothers to acquire life skills in technical work. Next is the Resistance Officer number 12005, Major Winnie Nabasa, who joined the UPDF on 24th February 2009. Next is Dr. Zenaida Borisova. Your Excellency, Dr. Zenaida Borisova is a Russian by nationality and a resident of the Republic of Uganda, a cardiologist specialist who worked at Bombo General Military Hospital from 2012 to 2021, championing training and mentoring. Prior to this, she served at Mulago Hospital Complex from 2008 to 2012 and at the Heart Institute Mulago up to 2008. During her service record period, she exhibited excellence and exemplary performance, and she is greatly remembered for her distinguished contribution to the establishment and development of the Heart Institute. Next, Your Excellency, is Dr. Constantine Borisov, also a Russian by nationality, resident in Uganda, and worked in Uganda as an orthopedic surgeon at Mulago Hospital. On top of a busy schedule then, he voluntarily continued to visit Mbuya General Military Hospital as a consultant due to the number of overwhelming orthopedic patients at the height of counterinsurgency then. He later served in the Department of Trauma and Orthopedics at General Military Hospital, Bombo. He rendered protected and contributed significantly and to the field of healthcare, saving many soldiers from being amputated. Next, Your Excellency, is Assistant Superintendent of Police Chiwanuka Sara, who joined the police in 1992 as a learner sergeant nurse and worked in different capacities. She has been outstanding in fighting COVID-19 threats at police headquarters. She is one to call upon to manage emergencies without any reservation. Next is Inspector of Police Nambozo Gladys, who was born in 1980 and joined the police in 2004 as a probationer police constable. She is one of the best female shooters in Uganda Police Force and has represented the force in international competitions like the East African Peacekeeping in Nairobi and secured a silver medal. Next in this category is Inspector of Police Kasabiti Mary, who was born in 1967 and joined the police in 1997 as a nurse and has worked in different capacities. Next is number 46658 Corporal Akelo Stella, who was born in 1989, joined the Uganda Police in 2009 as a probationer police constable. She is the first female navigator in the Uganda Police Marines unit, and she has been influential in the marine patrols at Aviation Police Entebbe, using her expertise in navigation. Your Excellency, I'm done with the Golden Jubilee Medal. Now I have 3 for the long service with good conduct gold for the Uganda Police. And this order is awarded to officers of the Uganda Police Force with long service years with a clean and uninterrupted service to the force. On the list of 3 is Inspector of Police Nakaiza Esther, Inspector of Police Babi David, and number 15840, Corporal Akiding Margaret. The very last category, Your Excellency, is the Honorary Medal for the police. This order is awarded to civilians who have shown unwavering support to the Uganda Police Force programs in respect of community policing, donations including land, buildings, other logistics, thus making police operations easier while improving the welfare of the Uganda police officers. And on the list, Your Excellency, is Mr. Mugume Moses, Administrator, Kisizi Hospital. Mugume Moses has provided office and accommodation for Kisizi Police Post in Rukungiri District. And the last but not least, Your Excellency, is Mr. Butamanya Robert from Wedge District, who donated office accommodation in the Wedge Police Station. Your Excellency, that marks the end of my presentation. I do thank you for your attention and patience for God and my country.
Thank you so much, Major General George Igumba, the Chancellor of Ceremonies, for taking us through the numerous awards that are well deserving. I want to take this opportunity to offer this session to the Parade Commander. Parade Commander, please take charge. The activity you're watching now is moving the colors, the party colors, and we want to appreciate the party color commander, Captain Manuela Bithum, and Captain Ntono Olivia, Warrant Officer Kiza Safin, Parade RCM. A hand of applause to them for the job well done. They have protected our colors. A big hand of applause to Honorable Lieutenant Colonel Susan Lacote, who has been the parade commander. She's marching majestically to the head of state, and then will move off to her respective seat and enjoy the rest of the Women's Day celebration. She has handed over to the 2IC of the parade commander. Please carry on. The parade is marching off right now, and it is under the command of the parade 2IC, Major Juliet Atugonza. At this juncture, as we enjoy the marching off of the parade, we want to thank so much the participants in this parade. We did not see any woman collapse today. Very fit women, so don't joke around with the UPDF. And don't joke around with the women in forces. They mean what they are doing. We want to thank you so much for this very, very important exhibition of your abilities, potential, and capacity. And rhyming with this theme for equality today, for a sustainable tomorrow. We thank you so much for the journey you have moved us this day. Your Excellency, I want to thank the Archbishop and the Mufti for allowing Colonel Dr. Rebecca Nyegenya to take us through prayers today, and Shekat Gadia Namakula to take us through the prayers today. We thank you so much for this. The Command of the Defense Forces, the Chief of Staff, the Inspector General of Police, the Inspector General of Government, Commissioner General of Prisons, all the diplomats present, we are so delighted to have been with you throughout this day, and you have always stood with us.
Well, we're still at the Kololo Airstrip or Kololo Independence Grounds, where we're celebrating the 8th woman.